Welcome back to 90 Seconds Plus with Invercargill City Mayor Nobby. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things, the excitement that they're going to hock some land around town, including parts of Donovan Park that's surplus to requirements. G'day Nobby.
Yeah, Michael, and you notice I use the word Michael because that's what his mother always used to say to him when he was in trouble. So hocking off land is not an appropriate statement. Michael, we are getting rid of land that we have no use for and that we constantly mow and manage. And so why would you not sell off something you don't need?
Well, especially when we've got housing problems. And
well, we do. And one of the things that the government has pushed all councils in the country for is to free up land so that developers can do their bit. In our case, we'll have developers that are interested, but we'll also have some involvement ourselves in joint ventures. We'll work with other players in the community to get some stuff done around what we need as well as a council.
So there's the figures sort of thrown around, you're looking at 30 million plus potentially. So
who would ever know? But I mean, we've got 16 parcels of land. The biggest one obviously is in North City. And so what probably needs to go in there from my view is retirement villages. So we have people that are out in the wider Southland community that want to retire, predominantly off farms. In the past they've probably come into town and gone to townhouses, but they're few and far between now. So they're probably looking to go into a retirement village as opposed to an aged care village that has hospital attachments to it. So that's a need. We've also got a need to have some better quality top-end market housing. People don't like talking about that, but that's the truth of it. We've got people coming into our city through big groups like the W.H. Richardson Group, Woodside coming in for the hydrogen. These players want top-end accommodation, and we've got a lack of that as well. And so it's realistic that they won't go to some of the developments we might have in South City, because that's just human nature. They want to be in the right areas. And I know people don't like talking about that, but we've got to facilitate that, because otherwise those managers will fly in and fly out. Which is what they do in the coal mines in Australia. We don't want that either.
Because they here with their families.
Well, of course they do.
To the community.
They take their income away with them as well. So looking to do some work in that area. But Donovan will be the biggest one, and it's created a lot of interest that we signal that we want that done. But we still have to change the district plan to allow those things to happen, so that takes some time. And we also have to change the reserve status, because most of these parcels of land are actually reserves. So we need to change them to residential, one of the 3 residential codes, to allow people to build on them.
Does it have to go out to public consultation, or can council just do this?
We will. We will have to consult. I suspect on the Donovan one, it's a big space. But we're not selling all the land. We'll still have the ability to drive through the middle and have those wee ponds with all the ducks and drakes and everything on it. But it's the land that's around it. I mean, 37 hectares is huge. You're talking 150 potential residential sites there.
Wow.
If you were just talking about a quarter-acre section, which is much bigger than most sections in town, and work that out over the number of hectares that are there, it's mind-boggling.
That's huge.
And it's just wasted land. We graze it and have the odd user for it, but we just need to open that land up.
And the museum's coming along, plans and the Tisbury storage facility. I see we just did an update on that. So tell us about the museum. You've got some concepts and ideas coming.
Next Tuesday, there'll be an announcement on the name. There's no secret about that. So that's Te Anoa, which is the current name for the old museum, Museum of Southland. So that's just the one spread. And it's brief, the iwi name, which is what I wanted. And it means doubled hulled waka, and you'll see in the design features on the 22nd, which is next Tuesday, how they've incorporated that. And it also means coming together of the 2 partners in the treaty in some way. So that has a good message with it. But on the 22nd we'll have the design out, so you'll actually get a visual snap shot. And for all you trolls on platforms, you'll have a video clip that people can click on and play. And actually see how it's been developed and the concepts behind it. As well as having the static photos and the layout of the new museum. But it's inspirational, it really is. We will have at least 75% of what you see in there will be touch sensitive, futuristics, run-off videos, and all the technology you could ever want. Only 30% will be static, which is displaying traditional ways of doing it. We will have some storytelling that will be static, because we need to incorporate some static artefacts to do that, but most of it will be futuristic. We want the young generation, not the people of my age or your age, Michael, to be getting excited about this museum, although they will be. We want the young people to constantly want to go back to it and be an area. So you'll see some elements of the design that are really futuristic.
Well, that's 90 Seconds Plus today. Until next week, catch you later.